Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the goal system. So we are on lesson number 5 today. Now I'm going to get straight into the content because this is about self-awareness. How are you recognizing success through reflection? How are you visualizing success? How far in advance are you doing it? How are you prioritizing? How do you think strategically? And then how do you set goals? And this is where we're going to spend our time today. This is an important part of the process. This is the most important part of the process. And actually, probably the hardest part of the work is to strategize on writing the goals themselves. So, as a reminder, we're here to take the right action at the right time for the right reason. This is what progress is for us. It's not just taking action any time of the day and just winging it and throwing spaghetti at the walls. We want to understand why we're taking these actions. So we are going to be stacking goals. Now, stacking goals is the practice of setting multiple interconnected goals in an order to achieve the higher level objective. It is essentially a work back schedule. If you've worked in any product marketing, any project management, any of these types of things, we write down what the objective is and the vision is in a level of detail. And then we work backwards from that, creating the milestones and the goals, and we distribute ownership and accountability throughout that system. It's a very similar process. So we've got visualization, we've got prioritization, and now we're doing the clear goals. So goal stacking, here's the process and the steps that we're going to go through. We have success, we've defined success. Now, step 1 is you're going to ask yourself, what are the 1 to 3 goals that I can set for myself that will help us achieve at the 12-week mark our 6-month objective? Step 2, we'll go through what are the 1 to 3 goals that we will set at the 1-month mark that will help make achieving the 3-month goal and the 6-month goal much easier. Step 3, what will we achieve in the next 7 days? And then step 4, what are we going to do tomorrow, today, the next day? Here's another way to look at it. You've defined success for yourself. You're motivated to achieve it. You understand why it's important. It's ambitious, it's empowering, it's exciting, it's scary. The quarterly goals, we need to laser focus our attention. So in the next 12 weeks, what are the 1 to 3 goals that are absolutely the priority? What is the impact of not achieving this milestone? We want you to feel really accountable. You're busy people, right? Things are always going to get in the way. But every single day, you're thinking about achieving this 3-month success. If you achieve that 3-month success, there's a very high probability that you'll achieve your 6-month goal. Then we're into the 1 month. You're really only 4 weeks away. You're probably 20 working days away from this goal. Maybe you'll work some weekends, but you want to get rid of as many distractions as possible. You want to plan out your calendar. This is where you get a little bit obsessive. You're just trying to achieve one thing every day to achieve these objectives. You got to break it down into the right things at the right time. So then we go into the 1 week. You're 7 days away, 5 working days. This is where you're planning. You're making sure that everything is off your plate that is like a secondary priority. And then tomorrow, start as you mean to go on. What can you do tomorrow that will get you that much closer than you did today? This is the work that you need to do if you really truly are committed to achieving your biggest goals. So I always recommend using the systems that are available. We don't need to create new systems specifically. This is a great system to use, SMART goals. You get specific about the information. What is this goal and how does it relate to my other goals? Is it measurable? Is it tangible? Is it attainable? How relevant is it? How does it coordinate with other things? And is it time bound? And again, coming back to this question, what is the one thing that I can do that will make everything else easier or unnecessary? Now let's get into action. Give yourself approximately 15 minutes to do this work and be really diligent about how you're answering these goals. What are the 1 to 3 specific goals you want to achieve in the next 3 months, in the next 12 weeks? Use the SMART goal format. How do these goals align with your long-term vision? And identify things that are going to get in the way and how will you address them? Also consider, who do you need to help you with this? Do you need to work with a company or a department, or is it something around your family that's going to help give you the space and the focus? 12 weeks is a great measurement. It's not very long. It comes very quickly, but it's long enough. So by this time, by the end of 12 weeks, you want to have achieved these. And this is your measurement for whether you're actually going to achieve your 6-month goals. So then we go into the next section. So this is establishing your 4-week goals. Same process. What are the 1 to 3 specific goals that you're going to achieve in the next 4 weeks? That by doing it makes your 3-month goal and your 6-month goal much, much easier. Now, don't forget, you've already created your areas of strategic priority. Your goals should fit beneath those. So how will you measure your progress over the next month? Is it time? Are you going to block out your calendar? Are you going to have things on a weekly basis that you're going to measure? It's really important that you have an understanding of how to measure your progress. What does success look like? What support do you need? What people do you need around you? What systems do you need? And who can you reach out to accountability? And if you'd like to share with me, I would welcome to be your accountability buddy. So reach out to me. You have my email. You can respond directly to the email and I'll help you through it. And then we go into the 7-day goals. So what are you going to achieve by next week? So say it's a Friday and you're doing this. What am I going to achieve by the following Friday? And be very disciplined around it. What's going to get in the way? What busy meetings do you have? Maybe you have other clients. Maybe you have another job. Maybe you have a family in town, something like that. Be very diligent about understanding what's going to get in the way, because then we can work around it. Whether you need to block out your calendar, maybe you need to give yourself an evening just alone. It's really important that you achieve your success. As a reminder, we're not doing average goals here. We're trying to move your life forwards. So these actions are really important. And I like this question. How will you feel if you don't take these actions? How will you feel if you don't achieve your objectives by next Friday? And we always like to celebrate. So how are you going to celebrate when you achieve these actions next week? And then we're going into tomorrow. So what immediate actions can you take tomorrow? So now you have your 3-month goals, the things that you need to achieve that help you make your 6-month goals and your success much easier. You've got your 1-month goals. What do you need to achieve over the next 4 weeks to achieve your 12-week, to achieve your 6-month? Now you have your 7-day goals. What do you need to achieve by next week? That's going to help you make your 30-day goal easier, etc. And what are you going to do tomorrow? What is the immediate action that you can take in the morning? Block out your calendar and get it done. I welcome all feedback, and if you have any information, please reach out to me, set up some time. I'd love to speak to you. But if not, have fun.